A law firm is only as good as the team that supports it. And in this video, I wanted to introduce you to the core members of the New York Injury Law team beyond Keith, my law partner, who you've already met. So in this video, you're going to be introduced to Carolina, Tim, Lori, Colden, and our remote paralegal, Nacole. I'm very excited for you to meet the team because they are integral to everything that we do here and every win that we have at New York Injury Law. So each member of the team has a special place in my heart, and I selected them to help Keith and I grow a winning law firm.
I think an attorney and a team that is working well together is helping their clients in a way that somebody doing it alone is not providing that same benefit.
For example, Carolina was a legal assistant of mine at my prior law firm, and I watched her grow and mature in the law firm setting, and she immediately proved herself as a winning member, and I needed to have her at my side in order to do a good job for my client.
Every one of these cases involves a voluminous exchange of information, and so somebody skilled like Carolina is able to organize this information, provide this information, and create requests so that we can get the information that we need as attorneys to evaluate the case and to be ready to present the case to a jury.
Tim is someone I've known since a young man. I first met Tim in high school. We were close buddies, and I knew that Tim was the right man for the job as I was building a new law firm because he's hyper organized. He's great at technology, and I needed to develop a fast, technologically forward law firm, and I knew Tim was the man for the job.
I am the legal operations manager, which is a pretty diffuse position throughout the business. So I work on the firm's technology. I do a lot of the financial management for the firm, all the reporting. I do the client closings. I do a lot of the organizing of getting all this furniture for the office. If John says I want it to rain on Greenkill Avenue in Kingston, I try to figure out how to make it rain on Greenkill Avenue in Kingston. I'm just behind the scenes flipping switches, trying to keep everything moving so that, from a client perspective and a firm perspective, everything's moving smoothly.
Tim, for each of these cases, is collecting data so that we can advocate better for our clients. He is collecting data on the back end in terms of settlement information, in terms of settlement values, in terms of making sure that all of the proper people are paid at the end of the case, in terms of expert witnesses that we use, in terms of lien holders that extend medical treatment. There's a whole lot that goes into making sure that all the T's are crossed and I's are dotted. And Tim plays a large role doing that at our firm, and it's very important so that John and I can focus on the strategy of winning the cases.
One of the things that really helps me connect is I love working on the closings for John in the firm, because realistically, seeing the smile on the client's face, when this is when it's resolved, and it was a really difficult situation, and while we can't ever hit the reverse button the whole way to make them whole 100% to where they were before their accident, we can at least try to make things better, and usually they've had a big setback because they've had to stop working, or a variety of factors. So
now Lori is somebody that I worked with for over 14 years, and I knew that Lori had the knowledge of working in a law firm. She has great instincts, and clients love her. So when I needed a receptionist, I knew who it was going to be. Lori was the one I went to.
And to just call her a receptionist would be a simplification of what she does. She is an all hands on deck type of employee that helps out at every stage. But she is the director of first impressions, the person that when you call, you hear a friendly voice.
Colden is a young person who runs New York Injury Law's intake department. Now, he got this position for work that he did for me and my prior law firm. He helped me build my first ever class action lawsuit. I met him randomly. He was so polite. I offered him a job on the spot because I knew that people would talk to Colden on the phone. He's so gentle and welcoming, and he has demonstrated himself yet again to be the man for the job. He runs our intake department.
I would say what I'm most excited for is the opportunity to help new people. And working alongside a great group of people here. I know we're all interested in helping people and building up these cases. It's been an awesome experience and meeting lots of great people who have, tragic stories, and we're doing our best and our part to help out in a tough time for them.
Colden is the person that helps our clients and holds our clients' hands through that process to make sure that their cases are given the proper attention right out of the gate, which is often the most important time in a case's life cycle, is at the beginning, so that we can gather all of the evidence that we will need to prove the case at a trial.
Nacole is a woman that I went to grade school with, and she was trained by a very intelligent and successful local lawyer before she moved to Florida. I posted that I needed a paralegal, and she responded in a Facebook message, "I just moved to Florida. I wish I could be there to help you." We said, "Why don't you help us from Florida?" And she is our first ever remote paralegal. She's crushing it. I'm so proud of her.
Something that really excites me about working with this firm is that at the end of the day, our goal is helping people, and I really feel like that's important. Winning also makes it super exciting, but the goal is to help people who need it, and that's what we do.
The team at New York Injury Law was hand-selected by Keith and I because we knew that they had the skills, wisdom, knowledge, and caring attitude to help us win for our injured clients across New York State.
Building a team for success is difficult. It involves figuring out who are going to be the best people in given seats, what skill sets lend themselves towards succeeding in different environments. John and I have worked and continue to work on a day-to-day basis, making sure everybody knows what their role is and are empowered to succeed at their role.
So you just got an introduction to a winning team. These people are helping us crush our goals, helping new clients. We are settling cases, and we of course have that big trial verdict that we got at the beginning of the year. New York Injury Law is off to a tremendous start because of the hard-working members of this team. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Give us a like, subscribe to the channel because we got more coming for you.